to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Leave in the comments in the comment section below. Your comments will be greatly appreciated. Today, I kind of want to talk about the modern woman's playbook. I kind of talked about it before, and I kind of want to talk about this, a little bit more in depth. Kind of some of the points that I talked about before. Okay, so it's this playbook that's going on. It's going around. I know a lot of guys have seen it. I know a lot of guys have heard about it. A lot of women have seen it. A lot of women have heard about it. And it's this playbook that these women go by. And I just want to kind of talk about the modern woman's playbook. Okay? So the first thing about this playbook, it usually doesn't work, and it kind of is a deficit to women. It kind of paints women in the corner, kind of leaves them high and dry. When it really comes down to it. But we'll talk about what the playbook is. And a lot of modern women, they go by this playbook. So I'm just doing this for research purposes anyway. So first thing, a modern woman is searching for the perfect man. This man, he pretty much checks all the boxes. He's funny, he's tall, he's rich, he has a great body, he doesn't have any kids, he makes a whole lot of money, he can talk about anything, he works hard, but he also has time to spend with his family. So it's a whole lot of boxes that this perfect guy checks off. And as we know, in life there are no men that are perfect and checked off every single box. Now, what I tell to men is strive to become the best person that you can be. Of course, make your money. Of course, go to the gym, try to look your best, try to eat right, try to be healthy. But nobody's gonna be perfect. So you do want to strive for perfection, but no guy is gonna be a perfect person. No man is gonna be the perfect person. And modern women, they're looking for the perfect man already in the package, already perfect. And you got to understand, some men are work in progress. They're getting to those things. I do feel like a woman can find the perfect person for her, but that's a whole nother story. So when these modern women, they're looking for the perfect man, it kind of sets them up in their mind of having unrealistic expectations of men. It kind of makes women kind of delusional about some things, because they may find a guy who is pretty good, but they say, okay, he doesn't check this box off. Oh, he does this, but he doesn't do that. When maybe he has the potential in the future to maybe check that box off. They want the guy to be already perfect. They want that man to already be perfect. So they setting their expectations so high that a man can't reach their goals. And then on top of that, a woman feels like if she can't have that perfect guy, she's settling down. Okay, she feels like, okay, I'm settling because this guy doesn't check off all the boxes that I have. Like, you ask a woman, about her perfect man, and ask her to write it down, she'll have all this list. It'll be a big long list, and you got to understand that people are just normal people, and then on top of all that, she's just a normal person herself. She's a modern woman. She's normal. She has flaws. A lot of times she don't be all that. She don't be all in shape, perfect body, none of that. She'll be just a normal person, but she'll expect the perfect man. Okay. The second thing is, after they kind of realize that there is no perfect man. A lot of times they kind of stay on that for a long time. They'll go to the 3-6 man. That's what a lot of women are on. They on the 3-6 man. Okay, so this guy, and I kind of still think that's kind of weird. You want a man with 3-6? I think that's kind of weird. But he has to be 6 feet. He has to make 6 figures. He has to have 6-pack abs. That means his body has to be in shape, and all of that stuff. Okay. And a lot of women, they say that this is the high value man. Okay, this is a guy, like a lot of times when you hear high value, he has to be these things, the 3-6 guy. Okay. And a lot of times when they go after the 3-6 guy, they forget. They kind of take some stuff off the box. They take the morals, they take the good character, all of that off the box. If the guy has good character and good morals, that's fine. But they really don't care. They just, as long as he makes this amount of money, as long as he's this tall, as long as his body is a certain way, they'll deal with him. Okay, he has flaws. He doesn't have any good morals, and a lot of guys that do check these boxes off, they kind of go around and they kind of run around women, and a lot of them don't have a lot of morals about themselves. So, and the thing that kind of Kevin Samuels was talking about, he was talking about the high value guy, and he was asking the woman, what do you bring to what do you bring to him? What do you bring to the table? And a lot of times a modern woman, she'll say, I am the table, which is kind of the dumbest thing that you kind of could say. If a woman asks a man, what do you bring to this relationship, or what do you bring to the world? What do you bring to this world? What kind of character do you bring to the world? And this guy says, I am the world. You would kind of look at him like, what are you talking about? That's kind of the same thing when women say, I am the table. She says she is the relationship. She is, like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so the modern woman is looking for the 3-6 man. Basically, what they're looking for in this 3-6 man, they're looking for pretty much a man, not that is perfect for them or is good for them. They're looking for a man who other women approve of. Okay, so they're looking for a man that other women want, and that's kind of the 3-6 type thing that's going on. Women would rather have a guy who other women want than to have a guy that works for them or is cooperative with them. And even if she really does like a guy, if she does like a guy and they kind of fit and they kind of understand each other and they like each other, they kind of mesh well together and they enjoy each other's company. She may have a friend, like this happens a lot. She'll have a friend that'll come along and be like, oh, he's corny, he's a nerd, he's a geek, when she's good with him. And her friend will kind of talk her out of it because he's not this 3-6 guy or whatever. This guy's not for you. He might be for her. And this kind of happens. This kind of happens with the modern woman. A modern woman will throw away a good relationship because of someone else. And this happens in this playbook. This happens with modern women. And some women feel like, these modern women, and you hear this a lot with modern women, they feel like they can just get another man. They can just get another good man. Because a lot of them have a lot of men in their DMs. They have a lot of men who are, trying to pursue them. A lot of men that are talking to them, not necessarily good men, but when they do get a good man, they feel like, okay, he's replaceable. And our women really finding out that that's really That's really not the case. Okay. Another thing about modern women, they have like a feminist ideology about it. Now this feminist stuff has gone and it has spread around, and you hear about it. And myself, I have taught in school, taught younger kids, and this stuff is kind of going on with the younger generation of women. So you hear a whole lot of women, they'll say, I don't need a man. You hear that a lot. They say, I don't need a man. I don't want a man. A man can't do anything for me that I can't do for myself. And this stuff is being taught to women, when in fact we do need each other. Like men and women, no matter what you say and no matter how much you kind of profess it and keep, going about it, men and women need each other. Men and women need each other. And sometimes you'll hear guys say, I don't need a woman, but in fact we do need women. And it's kind of hard for a man to say that, because you need a woman to carry you. You need a woman to, pretty much bear you and bring you into the world. So men really can't say that. Women can't say that either. Because if you look at the world and you look at in our society how comfortable things are, it's because men have built up the world. Men have built up, cities and structures and buildings and stuff like that. Just take a woman sitting in her apartment or sitting in her house. She's looking at a TV that a man invented. She's looking at a computer, an iPhone that a man invented. She's sitting in a chair that a man built. She's riding in a car that more than likely a man built that car. And then when she goes to the mirror and look at herself in the mirror, she's looking at a person that was created by a man. So when a woman says she doesn't need a man, that's kind of, it's false. Men need women, women need men. Now, them having these ideologies about not needing a man, that kind of hinders them from finding the right person, submitting to a man's leadership. It hinders them. And I can't keep going. I can't talk about some other stuff, but I'm going to save that for another video. Okay? Another thing modern women do, they complain a lot. The modern woman does a whole lot of complaining. To be strong and independent, and that's what they say. They strong, they independent, but they complain a whole lot about a lot of stuff. A lot of times women complain about things that they say they don't even want. They say they don't want a man. They say they don't need a man, but they complain a whole lot about men. Okay? And a lot of them pick men that they know are no good. They pick men, some of the 3-6 guys who have no morals. They pick those guys knowing that this guy's not going to commit to them, knowing that this guy is not going to be there for them, just so they can complain about it. And they feel like it's something to complain about stuff all the time. Okay? They also they just complain a lot. They also complain about dating men who date outside their race. They complain about that. They kind of try to paint a man into a corner where he has to only date one race. They complain about, it's a thing kind of going on now. They're complaining about women who do want to cooperate with a man. They complain about that as well. They complain about women who want to be submissive to men, or who want to just work with women who are just kind of simple women, and they want the help of a man, and they want to work together with a man. They complain about that. They try to get those women to be like them, to be strong and independent, as they say. And they're kind of jealous of women who are more traditional, women who say that they want a traditional relationship. That's the modern way of thinking. Also, they complain about dating younger women. So when men date younger women, they complain about that. They complain about and about men dating younger women. They try to shame men for dating younger women. As long as the woman is not underage or anything like that, a man, or as long as she's grown, she has herself, together. A man should be able to date whoever he wants to. Normally, she's dating men who are older or who have money, who have means. They're dating those kind of guys. So when women get older, they start trying to shame men for dating younger women when in fact they were in that predicament when they were younger. So that's kind of modern woman type thing. And a new thing going on, well, not new, but women complaining about men going overseas to date. Kind of like what I said earlier with finding traditional type women. They kind of want to paint men into a corner and have them stuck with just them. That's kind of really what it is. They want them men to be stuck with just the modern type women when there are traditional women out here. There are traditional women, in the United States as well, but it's some men who are going overseas, and modern women are getting upset. They're getting upset that men are traveling, trying to find a woman who is cooperative with them. They get upset. They just wanna complain about that. Another thing that they do when they do get into a relationship with someone, they find something to complain about. They always find something to complain about. If the guy is a good person, they turn around and they say, "Oh, and the guy is a good, stable person, and he's working hard, and he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's taking care of her." She'll say he's boring. She'll say there's no spice in our relationship, and she'll complain about that. But then they'll turn around and get with a guy who is treating her bad, who is treating her, not protecting her, not doing what he's supposed to do towards her, and she'll complain about that too. So which do you want? Do you want a guy who's stable, or do you want a guy who's all over the place? And that goes back to the unrealistic expectation. She'll say a normal guy or a good guy is boring. So it's really a no-win for certain guys with the modern women. Well, most guys with the modern women, because if you're acting like this bad boy type of guy, she's gonna complain. If you're acting like a good man and you're treating her nice, she's gonna complain. So it's a lot of complaints with the modern woman. So the modern woman playbook is basically she wants to find the perfect man. There's no perfect man. Yeah, she wants to find the perfect man, but in the meantime, she wants to sleep around in her youth. She wants to avoid nice guys. She wants to avoid good men when she gets older and she gets kind of used and abused, and the wall kind of comes and hits her, and she has kids, and she's in her 30s, she's in her 40s. Now she wants to try to find her a good man. She wants to find her a stable man that she said was boring. She don't run around with the guys who are all over the place. She wants to find a guy who is stable. She wants him to come in, and she wants him to pick up the pieces. And she's kind of saying to herself that she's settling down. She's settling for him, and she wants him to come in, and she wants him to kind of save her. She wants to find a man to come and pick up the pieces. She wants him to be a stepfather. She wants him to be a protector. She wants him to be a provider. And then on top of that, she's going to treat that man like she's doing him a favor. She's treating this man who's coming in, being a good person, being a stepfather to her kids who she done had with these other guys. He's coming in and he's helping her. She wants to treat him like she's doing something for him, like she's doing him a big favor. Like she's doing something for him, like she did something, like she just settled for that. When in fact, he's the one that's, settling. Like he can find someone who doesn't have any kids, who doesn't have all this emotional baggage or emotional, trauma going on with her. And then on top of that, at the end of the day, the modern woman, if she does find a man in her 30s and 40s to come in and pick up all the pieces, on top of all of that, some modern women, what they'll do, they'll get with that man. And then what she wants to do, she wants to get with him for a couple years. Then she gets kind of comfortable because she's never satisfied. She's still gonna be complaining about stuff. Then she wants to divorce that man, a man who's done worked hard for himself, built up himself. She wants to divorce him, take his money, and go back to the beginning. Go back out there. So this is kind of the modern woman's playbook. And I want you guys to be aware of this. I want you women to be aware of this. Women are aware of this. But I want you young women to be aware of what this is. And just look at the playbook and just see how is that really working out for women. How is it working out for our society? How's this modern stuff really working out for our kids? How is this working out for our young people? How is this working out for our young men? How is this working out for our young women? And like I tell you guys, I always say this, guys, do what you have to do. You only get one life. You shouldn't have to spend your life dealing with trauma. You need to have peace in your life. You need to have joy in your life. Find you somebody that cares about you. Find you somebody that's going to bring happiness to your life. And women do the same. Find yourself a good person, a good partner. All this modern stuff, that stuff, it doesn't work. It's not working. It just doesn't work. And you can see with all the single parents and all the stuff going on, all the crime, all the broken homes, all the broken families, this modern stuff doesn't work. And you got men out here who want traditional life. They want traditional family. And you got modern women out here who are trying to break up that cycle. So like I say, young women, look at your moms, look at your grandmothers, look at your older cousins. Look at how that's working out. Just open your eyes and see how that's working out for them. Guys, do what you got to do. You know what I'm gonna tell y'all. If you come across a modern woman, leave her in the dust. Leave her right in the dust. Just want to impart a little bit of wisdom on you guys today. Yoda. Go ahead on and like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave in the comments in the comment section below. And like I always say, love you guys millions, and I'll talk to you later.